Hey guys, I'm back with another phonics lesson. And today we are talking about how playing word games or playing games can help you learn more about something. So, on our chart here, let me turn the board around. On our chart here of how to learn something new, we talked about studying the work of experts. We talked about trying to do what the experts do, expecting errors, studying them and fixing them, getting feedback from a teacher or friend. And now today we're going to talk about playing to learn more. Okay, I don't know if you can see it down here. Playing to learn more. Okay, and so if you ever think about something that you tried to get better at, sometimes you just played around with it, whether it was a game or a sport or learning a musical instrument. Sometimes you just played around with it, and that's how you got better at it. So when you want to get better at something that has to do with reading or phonics, you can sometimes just play around with it and see if you get better at it. And that's a way that you can learn more. A saying that I always like to say is, and that I've told you before, is practice makes perfect. The more you practice or play around with something, the better you get at it, even learning a new language. So you can play to learn more about capital letters. So I have a couple little games here. One game is called Categories, and you can play this with a friend. And I'm going to show you the categories here. And these you would cut up and put in a pile: books, countries, days of the week. And you would turn over a category, and then you and your friend would have 1 minute to write down as many things in that category as you could think of. And and you want to write as many as you can think of that have a capital letter, okay? Make sure that they have a capital letter. Like for stores, you don't want to write pet store because that wouldn't have a capital letter. You have to write the name of a pet store, like Petco. So make sure that your answers that you're writing in the category have a capital letter. And the person that has the most words that fit in that category that have a capital letter wins. Okay? Another story that you could play is another game that you could play, excuse me, is this story game that has several pages. I just have a few pages here. And you read the sentence and you count up how many bloopers are there, how many words have a mistake in them with a capital letter. And you write the number of mistakes here, and then you give the page to your friend and see if your friend can find all the mistakes, okay? And if your friend finds all the mistakes, then they win, or they get a point. If they don't find all the mistakes or bloopers, then you get a point, and whoever has the most points at the end wins. Okay? One other game that you can just play with yourself is when you're reading, you can notice words that have a capital letter and capture three of them. This is called capital capture. You can capture or grab three words that have a capital letter, and then once you have three of them, you can see where they fit on your capitals chart. Was it a word that was at the start of a sentence? Was it the word that was a name that had a capital letter? Where would they fit on your chart? Was it a date? So you can capture three words and then see if you can fit them where they go on the chart. Okay, that's a little game you can play with yourself. Okay? Remember that you should be adding words that have capitals into your writing because it makes your writing more interesting. Add dates, add months when things happened, add names of people and special places. Those all make your writing more interesting, okay? Now, before we go today, I'm going to flip the board around and we're going to learn three new snap words that can move your story along, okay? Instead of using like the words next or then, which we've talked about that can move your story along. These are three other words that can help your readers know something about the time that events are happening or taking place in your story, and it makes your writing stronger. It moves your story from one part of the story to the next. So the first word is after. Look at the ER at the end. Like, after we ate dinner, we blank. These are words you can use in your story. The next word is always. Always. And the last word is soon. Look at the oo in the middle. O says oo. Soon. Okay? Look at 3 sentences here that I have on the board. After recess, we will have lunch. We will go to the park. Soon. Soon. And I forgot to underline the word soon. Okay? That's moving your story along, telling what the characters will do next. I am always happy. Okay? Always. So see if you can use some of those words in your writing. And I'm going to add these words to our pile. 3 more snap words. We're going to see how many snap words we have by the end of the year. Okay? So maybe you'll play a few of those games that I talked about to practice capital letters and make sure you're adding them into your writing. And I'll see you next time.